25 Best Dreamcast Games. Number 25, MDK2. Despite its few flaws, MDK2 is a great first effort by BioWare, and it's a better game than the original. While the extremely difficult nature of the game may put off some gamers, the title is well worth the extra effort needed to see it through. Number 24, NBA 2K. In the end, NBA 2K's dazzling graphics, superb control, and strong AI make it one of the most dynamic basketball video games ever. But even with some of performance issues, playing NBA 2K will just about ruin you for all other basketball games.
Chocolate at the controls, he's setting up the offense. Anderson puts it up.
They just couldn't get that jumper to fall, Bobby. That is exactly the look they wanted, and they
Number 23, Metropolis Street Racer. Metropolis Street Racer is a beautiful racer with accurate physics that pretends to be a racing simulation by requiring perfect execution, but it fails to give you the desired customization options to make it worthwhile. And in its attempt to appeal to both sides of the racing spectrum, Metropolis Street Racer ends up stuck in limbo. Number 22, Grandia II. In the end, some will say Grandia II is a dumbed-down experience with a less than moving storyline. While it is true that the sequel is more linear and easier affair, there's still much to enjoy. Game Art has put together a solid RPG with Grandia II, even if it isn't as deep or difficult as the original. Number 21, Shenmue. This is not a game for those who demand action, violence, and fast-paced fantasy gaming. It is a very mellow experience and one that inspires as much dislike as it does adoration. If you are one of the lucky ones who get the appeal of Shenmue, then this will probably remain one of your favorite games.
Will punt it away after a
Number 20, NFL 2K2. Many hoped that NFL 2K2 would be that perfect football game. However, NFL 2K2 really isn't that much of an improvement upon the previous year's offering. But in the end, fans of the NFL 2K series will undoubtedly find that it's hard not to like NFL 2K2.
Very good return. Good special teams play.
The Chargers want to be the first to crack that scoreboard. They have an opportunity.
Number 19, Test Drive Le Mans. If you are a racing game fan, you really owe it to yourself to give Le Mans a try. It is truly a game you will come back to day after day, week after week, aiming to unlock every car, break every record, and experience the excitement of the 24 hours of Le Mans. Number 18, Shenmue II. Shenmue 2 is a good game and a definite pickup for action-adventure fans, but more should have been done with this sequel to make it more accessible to those who never played the original. It's certainly a love or hate type of game, which means that you should only buy it if open-world games appeal to you. Number 17, NBA 2K1. Compared to its predecessor, the game has crisper visuals, smoother textures, fluid animation, realistic and entertaining gameplay, and new modes of play such as franchise, street, and online. In short, NBA 2K1 has stepped out of the shadows of its football counterpart and shines as a multi-layered and entertaining sports game on its own merits. Number 16. Phantasy Star Online. Phantasy Star Online has its share of problems that could have been avoided had the game's developer looked a little more closely at similar games. But in the end, even with its shallow storyline and camera issues, Phantasy Star Online simply manages to be a whole lot of fun. Enough fun, in fact, to overshadow most of the game's flaws. Number 15. Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Overall, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is an outstanding fighting game. If you're even a remote fan of Marvel comic books, Capcom fighting games, or fighting games in general, then this game has something to offer to you. Fans of the off-kilter action found in the previous Versus games will surely be pleased with Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Number 14. Crazy Taxi. While some might argue that Crazy Taxi sticks a little too close to the arcade model that have any real longevity, the replay value comes from the sheer fun of the game. The game has the same kind of universal appeal and pick-up-and-play mentality that made Tony Hawk's Pro Skater a hit on the PlayStation. Number 13. Skies of Arcadia. The game's developer, Overworks, was responsible for the first, second, and fourth games in Sega's classic Phantasy Star series, which is partly why Skies of Arcadia got so much attention when it was first announced. Yet the game lives up the high expectations. It's the Dreamcast role-playing game you've been waiting for.
That was easy.
Number 12. Dead or Alive 2. If you have enough gaming friends to maximize the tag battle mode, you'll be hard-pressed to find a better 3D fighter out there. This is, after all, just a fighting game, but it represents its genre like an ambassador at the ball. Number 11. Virtua Tennis. Graphically, Virtua Tennis is pretty nice. Replays show the full details of characters' faces, which are very good for a Dreamcast game. All around, Virtua Tennis is amongst the best of the best all-time tennis video games. A must-have for any Dreamcast game collection and a must-play for tennis fans. Number 10. NFL 2K. It's got graphics that look great and move flawlessly, and sound that makes you feel as though you are on the bottom of the pile during the action. NFL 2K is a truly amazing football game that is nearly flawless in every regard. If you're a football video game fan, NFL 2K is reason enough to buy a Dreamcast.
Just got the first. Nice job.
Oh, that's gotta hurt. The defense gave the offense a third and short position.
Number 9. Jet Grind Radio. Jet Grind Radio is a game full of redefinitions, forcing you to really rethink what you expect out of a game from an audio-visual standpoint, while delivering some exciting, balanced gameplay at the same time. It is one of those something for everyone games that really makes a perfect addition to the Dreamcast library that no one should be without.
Fleeing in the vicinity of Shibuya bus terminal. All officers respond. Ready.
Number 8. Quake III Arena. Quake III Arena for the Dreamcast marks one of the few times that a PC first-person shooter has moved over to a console system without sacrificing much of its playability or options. All things considered, Quake III Arena is a must-have for Dreamcast owners, provided that they also purchase a mouse and a keyboard.
2 points. The Hornets.
Number 7. NBA 2K2. As fans of sports video games, and most will generally agree that basketball is the toughest sport to simulate. However, NBA 2K2 comes the closest to simulating the actual strategy, player tendencies, and general look and feel of the NBA game. The improvements in the game, although subtle on the surface, are substantial for serious fans of the NBA.
Brown gets the rebound and now has 5.
Number 6. Rayman II: The Great Escape. In short, Rayman 2 is one of the best platforming experiences available on the Dreamcast. By including a wonderfully humorous story, excellent game mechanics, and perfection in almost all other categories, Ubisoft has created a game that appeals to all types of gamers. Number 5. Resident Evil Code Veronica. In the end, Resident Evil Code Veronica is the best game in the series, thanks to features like dynamic real-time camera angles, a wonderful linear story, and some of the best graphics seen on the Dreamcast. To call it a must-own game is a definite understatement. Number 4. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater is a classic in every sense of the word, and the Dreamcast port is the version that is best suited to stand the test of time. Even if you own another version of the game, you'll be doing yourself a large disservice by missing out on the Dreamcast version. Number 3. NFL 2K1. In the end, NFL 2K1 is a deeper, more refined version of the original game. The vastly improved running game makes all the difference in the world, since now you can truly mount an offensive attack that consists of a true-to-life air and ground assault. The game plays faster, more precisely, and closer to the real thing than any football game has before.
The field, and we'll see how they respond to that last touchdown.
Number 2. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. The game's career mode presents an awesome challenge, yet it's a challenge that you'll want to undertake again and again, unlocking characters and cheats as you progress. But even after everything is unlocked and completed, THPS 2 is enough of a pick-up and play type of game that you'll be coming back to it months after you've completed the challenge. Number 1. SoulCalibur. Yes, it is a fighting game, a genre with a fairly limited scope, but insofar as fighting games go, SoulCalibur is mind-numbing perfection. Absolutely brilliant in all aspects. As far as games of this type go, SoulCalibur is the undisputed king of the hill. It is essential in any gamer's collection.
Quit your belly aching and fly, damn it!
Where is he?